se toma, que se tiene que hacer este verano antes que se termine. Los quiero muchísimo, que tengan una semana fantástica. Los veo en la próxima. Chao.
You're watching K34.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to your Sunday, August 4th edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here to bring you some great information about things taking place in our community. Make your way up to Beaver Creek because it is the last day of the Beaver Creek Art Festival, and it's taking place all day today. You're not going to want to miss out on any of the fun and all of the exquisite art that you could see. Now, we've got a great episode of Good Morning Vail. We're going to introduce you to the Eagle Valley Library District and one of their great new amenities that they've got where you can go and participate, keep your things nice and safe, and so much more over there. Then we're going to introduce you to Lazy J Ranch and the Rod and Gun Club. You're not going to want to miss out on all the fun that you can have over there and all of the exploring that you can partake in. We're going to introduce you to a fabulous artist named Britton and all of her incredible works and the intention that she puts behind her wonderful pieces. We've got so much happening on this episode of Good Morning Vail, which starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on 92? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on Mountain Perspectives and our expanded Spanish programming block. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website, tv8vail.com.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
The Eagle Valley Library District is always stepping up their game with some new amenities. Well, Avon just received lockers, and we went over and had Tegan show us around and give us a great tour of these lockers. So let's take a look at this great new amenity.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Avon Public Library today with our friends from the Eagle Valley Library District. Tegan Davis joining us, a familiar face on the show. We all know and love Tegan and all the things happening through the Eagle Valley Library District. So much happening all the time, Tegan. Summer. So we're talking about a very exciting thing today. But first of all, how are you doing? How has your summer been?
Oh, doing great. Summer's been lovely. Getting out hiking, biking. How about yourself? Yeah.
Yes.
Where you live.
Trying to enjoy as much of the summer, soak up as much sun, because it goes by fast.
Oh my gosh, we're already almost into August. It's nuts.
Tegan, well, thank you so much for greeting us here at the Avon Library. We are talking about a very new innovation that you guys are implementing into the library. So let's kind of walk over, and then you'll kind of tell us what it's all about.
I'll tell you all about this new machine.
So if you guys want to follow us around this way, we have here, Tegan, some new lockers. Is that what you would call them?
Yep. So they're called lib lockers. So it's a holds locker. So if you're unable to come into the library during our business hours, so let's say you're working late or you're coming by early and you want to pick up your stuff before we're open, this is a way to do it. So we can put your stuff in a locker, and then you just show up with your library card and you can take your stuff out.
I love that, because we were talking a little bit off camera. A lot of people either work late, work early. They can't maybe make it within the office hours, but this will allow now library users to come in after hours and do the whole checkout procedure from here, take their book home, and enjoy the reading.
Yep, enjoy the read, enjoy what you want, get your stuff. And so we're trying to make it a little bit more accessible for those who can't make our hours.
Yeah. Absolutely. Tegan, how does this work? We were talking off camera. You need to call the library first. So walk us through the steps.
Okay, so we have this little bookmark that has all, just to remind people what to do. And so what you would want to do at this point in time is to call the library and be like, hey, can I get my books put in the holds locker, because I'd like to pick them up in the evening after 9. You don't have to tell us the time. Just tell us that you want to pick them up in the holds locker, and we'll go ahead and we'll set your materials in the holds locker. And so then you would come in with your library card, and you would come over here, and you would scan your library card, and there's actually, you got to hit pick up items. Okay. You got to let it know what you want to do. And then you scan. And so those are all the items that I have ready.
And then it just magically opens.
It opens, and then now I get my stuff, and I get to go home all happy.
You pick up your stuff, then you just close.
Yep, you just close that back up. Please don't leave it open. Close back up, and then you're set to go. And they're already checked out to you on your library card. And if you want, you can look at your account. You can print a receipt so that you would know. You can get it emailed, or you can print it out, so that you know when your books are due. And it's taking us time printing it out. But yeah, that is the holds locker.
That is super simple. That took literally a few seconds.
Yep, few seconds. Just so that's, again, trying to make it available for when you can come. Yeah, and then you're set to go.
And I love the receipt has on there the due date or the renewal date. So that's always a good reminder to have. I use that as a bookmark even.
I do too. I also use it as a bookmark to be like, oh, okay, I still have a few more days, or ooh, I need to bring it back.
Exactly. Well, that was a super easy process. Tegan, I see on here there's an English and a Spanish version as well for all the Spanish speakers in town.
Exactly. So multilingual, so that anyone can come in and follow the quick, easy steps to get your stuff.
Awesome. Now, Tegan, you said obviously we have to call the library at the moment to be able to use this. Yeah. Are we going to get notified? Obviously, we have the receipt here, but what other ways will we be getting notified when we need to return our books?
Oh, so we do. You can sign up for text messages, or we also do a courtesy email. So we'll give you a courtesy email saying like, hey, your books are due in a couple of days. We do automatic renewals. So long as no one's waiting for your materials, it will renew for another 3 weeks. If someone is waiting, though, you do have to bring it back in so we can all share. So those are just all the different ways. And then you can also call us and be like, hey, can you check my account, or I don't have access to my accounts, or I'm in another country and I have a book and I'm a little nervous, and you can always call us and we'll let you know.
I'm a library user myself. I come here and check out books. I was talking off camera. My goal is to read 12 books a year, which may not be a lot, but it's like one book a month.
Exactly.
So I always appreciate that that notice in my email saying, hey, your book is up, or your book was renewed, and I'm like, okay, good, I have a few more weeks.
Yep, I can keep reading. That's great. Yeah, I do ebooks, so I totally understand, because sometimes I'll select an ebook that is 700 pages, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's going to take me a bit to get through it. So I think 12 is great. great goal over the year. So yeah.
And having that notice either through the receipt or through the email or text is also kind of a good way to pace yourself, because you're like, okay, maybe I need to, step up my reading, read a couple more pages per night. So definitely a really good reminder to have.
Or if you like me and I check out multiple books, and sometimes it's like, oh, I'm not going to get to that one. I need to turn it in. Someone else needs a turn because I checked out 5. So again, it's a great reminder. But if you holler, give us a call, and we're happy to let you know when things are up or in, or if you would like to put your items in the Holds locker to pick them up.
Tegan, is the Holds locker only available at the Avon Library at the moment?
Only at the Avon Library, and we're going to be putting one in at the Gypsum Library in the fall.
So we will stay tuned for that, but definitely a very nice addition, as Tegan said, to make picking up your books way more accessible. If you can't come in during business hours, all you got to do, as you saw, was click the little cart on the screen, scan your library card. I think it'll probably scan your face or something as well. There's the camera there, and then you will. It'll just kind of magically open.
Yep, it'll open, and then you choose if you want a receipt or not, and it's already checked out to your account, so you don't have to do anything else. Close the box, go home and enjoy.
Cool. Tegan, I know you wanted to show us kind of a little magic trick where all the doors are going to open. So if you want to do that, I'll kind of come over here. I'll let you enter the magic password. So while Tegan does that, I do want to remind everyone that you can visit the Eagle Valley Library District website at evld.org. Check out some of the books there. Check out all the events happening throughout the summer. You can place things on hold through the website and do many, many things. And Tegan is going to show us.
Here's the magic.
Okay. Let's see.
We have our Holds lockers right here, and so it's just kind of fun to see it all in action.
There it goes. Whoa. Very cool.
I know, it's the little things, right?
Yes.
It's very much the little things.
Yeah, there's
8 lockers, so
There's
there's
8 lockers.
enough, hopefully, for everyone to come in and get their holds.
Well, there you have it. Come check out the new Hold locker here at the Avon Library. If you can't make it during office hours, you can get all your stuff and take it home and enjoy all the books, DVDs, magazines.
Yeah, we can put anything in here except for library things. Other than that, it can hold up to 6 items. So, yeah.
Tegan, and to wrap up, I do want to remind everyone at home about the survey that you guys are currently doing. How can people participate, and what's it all about?
It's a survey just telling us what you think of us and how we're doing. So you can access it online, evld.org, or at our branches, we have printed out copies. So please tell us know what you think. Please let us know what you think.
Yes. Always nice to hear back from the community and, receive that feedback. So go on the website and participate on the survey, or come on here and check out the new Hold lockers. Tegan, thank you so much for having us here today. I'm excited to try this myself.
Oh, good. I'm excited. So just call us, and we'll get your stuff in there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with more of the show. We're going to keep enjoying the Hold locker here at the Avon Library, and we'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Next up, we've got a special duo from 2 of the best voices in the bluegrass and country genres.
We know you're going to love this one from Melanie Cannon and Willie Nelson. Here's Back to Earth.
Songs our love created, I still sing. And every night we make the rafters ring.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that! Necklace really is the one that works. Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, to fight 6 years off in here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or 2.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Good morning, Vail.
We're going to make our way up to the Lazy J Ranch and the Vail Rod and Gun Club because this is something that everyone can get out there, participate in, and enjoy. So let's take you on a nice little tour.
We are here at the Lazy J Ranch and the Vail Rod and Gun Club. I'm Ben Roof, and we're going to talk to some of the owners and proprietors here to see what amazing amenities and sporting opportunities they have. Let's go take a look.
The Lazy J Ranch is a small part of a much larger ranch property here that my family, my grandfather came from Greece in 1907. He came up here a few years after that, but sheep ranchers, and we had one of the largest sheep operations in Colorado. And based here primarily, there was a large stockyard here. So, and as we discussed briefly earlier, you had to have 2 ranches to have a sheep operation. The business model is a little different for sheep ranching from the cattle. So summer ranch, which is what this was, high country, we did graze on the forest all the way from here up on Red and White Mountain, up to Piney, down across Gore Valley and up into the back bowls. So we had, at one point we had 15,000 sheep. So we had quite a large operation. And then for the winter, you would move your herd down to the desert and just graze them out on the desert, which was kind of like a fundamental difference between the cattle operations and the sheep operations. The cattle guys raised hay and fed, which was another expense that we didn't have to have with our operation. So anyway, so that's a little background on the sheep business. But so we've been here for, since the early 1900s. And we're now, like Henry and Miranda, are 4th generation on the ranch. So we got a long presence here in the valley and seen a lot of change over the years. The ranch operations, Eagle County, up until the 60s when Vail started, and for some time after that, the valley was pretty much ranching, mostly in the lower valley, like mid-valley here, and up to probably about where Eagle Vail is. There was some ranching up above Minturn too a little bit, but then you had the mines in Minturn and Gilman and Climax, and then there was some logging operations, and then the towns like Eagle and Gypsum were sort of, they were basically geared towards servicing the ranching community, and the railroad was a big presence here too, like Minturn, for example. So up until the 60s, it was probably, not a lot of change. It was that economic base that I talked about, the mining, the ranching, a little bit of timber, the railroads, that stuff. My brother started this operation in the early 80s, right, and Vail Rod and Gun Club. And so, they've sort of tapped into that tourist economy here with this. But they've done it in a way, their product is the old traditional ranch. And I think they've done a good job with preserving that vibe here. Yeah, so there's a lot of recreational opportunities here, and I think we have a unique package for the value. And I will let others more involved in it explain that one to you.
So we are here with Miranda Juflis, another one of the Juflis family here at the Lazy J Ranch. You guys have some amazing amenities here for guests. Tell us a little bit about what you guys offer.
Yes, we do. So we have 2 pavilions that are wonderful for dining as well as for any kind of buffet setup, or if you have a ceremony. We also have 2 open lawns that we do a lot of the ceremonies for weddings. We also host a lot of games or like casting clinics. So we do a spread of anything from weddings all the way to corporate events, and we really can host anywhere from a very intimate group of 10 for an event all the way up to 800. We have guests that want anywhere from plated coursed meals with 5-star, even Michelin star chefs, all the way through. You can keep it very casual where it's something more like barbecue style, family style. So we really can accommodate any level of dining experience that folks want. And we work with tons of different vendors, so really it's up to the guest's imagination. Like I said, we can do more 5-course, 10-course plated dinners, all the way to something more casual. But yes, the full commercial kitchen is really wonderful for being able to execute any number of guests that we have, as well as any style of food that people would like. Yes, I will say that one of the things that I really love about this place, and I think that makes it special, is that we really want to make our guests' dreams come true. So we really like to work with people that have big ideas. I mean, of course, we'll help curate anything as well, but really the sky's the limit in terms of what you can do. Concerts, games, it's really anything that folks want.
We're here with Henry Juflis, who's the manager of all of the outdoor adventures here at the Lazy J Ranch. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys offer here for kind of outdoor activities?
Yeah, so we have a Sporting Clays 5 stand where we do our shotgun shooting. It's a lot of fun. We have some really challenging targets and a lot of easy targets. It's great for shooters of all ranges. And then we also offer some fly fishing. As you can see, we're here on our one of our private ponds that we just recently stocked. As you can tell, really easy access and everything. And I don't know if you can see any of the ripples or anything, but the fish are actively feeding, and it's a great spot to fish. We also have 3 miles of private water down here on the Eagle River that we have exclusive access to. And we also have a high alpine lake farther up on the ranch that's a lot of fun as well.
So that's just pretty incredible. You guys have so much water available. Are they all fishable?
So we offer memberships for our 3 miles of private on the Eagle River. It's year-round fishing until it freezes over in the winter. And then as far as the ponds, we do offer guided trips on both the river and the ponds. We have very experienced guides. I've been fishing here my whole life, and we just love to have the opportunity to share that with people and offer that to the public.
And speaking of offerings to the public, you guys have a couple of new offerings to the public this year, some things that people haven't had the chance to see in a couple of years, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Well, my father, he opened the club in 1981, and he stocked the ponds back in the day, and we haven't had them stocked in about 20 years now, and this is the first summer that we've restocked them, and we're really excited to start bringing people back up again.
So in addition to fly fishing, you guys also offer some sporting clays opportunities here. Tell us a little bit about all of that you guys have.
Yeah, so we have a Sporting Clays 5 stand. We have 10 different machines on that course that throw a variation of different presentations. We have some really easy targets that are great for beginners, and we also have some very challenging targets for our more experienced shooters.
Do you guys do any instruction with that too?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm one of the shooting instructors out there, and we have a handful of others, and some of our workers have been here for 30 years, and they really know what they're doing and know how to teach people how to with proper form and gun safety and the whole 9 yards.
Fantastic. So if you're coming out here looking to get a little bit more knowledge on some of the more classic outdoor activities, whether it be fly fishing or hunting, this is a great place to kind of get a start on that, right?
I would say so, yes sir. I think the biggest thing that sets us apart from other outfitters is our privacy and exclusivity. We, like I said, we have exclusive access to the river and then these ponds, obviously, and there's no rush to get here before anyone else. You guys just show up and we'll start fishing. You don't have to worry about anyone encroaching on your fishing spot or anything like that.
So speaking of fly fishing, you guys have had a big fly fishing event fairly recently here, haven't you?
Yes, yeah, we hosted the men's 2016 World Fly Fishing Championship. We had competitors come from all over the world, and they got a chance to fish our 3.5 miles of private water, which we now offer to the public. So you will have a chance to fish where some of the best fly fishermen in the world fished just recently.
Literally some world-class waters. And So with both fly fishing and sporting clays available on the property, you don't have to do one or the other, correct?
No, we offer our world famous cast and blast where you can go fishing for a few hours and then come up and shoot at our 5 stand.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So if I don't have any of my own equipment and I don't have a shotgun or a rod, is that something that you guys might provide?
Yeah, that is no problem at all. All of our activities are all inclusive, so we provide the shotguns, the shells, ear and eye protection, and we also have very experienced instructors to help you safely shoot and learn proper form in the whole 9 yards. And then as far as the fly fishing, we provide waders, boots, fly rods, and again, we have very experienced guides to take you out on our private water.
So if you've never held a gun before, you've never held a fishing rod before, Vail Rod and Gun Club and the Lazy J Ranch is a perfect place to come and get your hands on it for the first time.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Henry, thank you so much for talking to us and showing us all around the property and telling us about all these amazing amenities that you guys offer.
Yeah, Ben.
Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at leadvillerailroad.com.
Welcome to Rugs Benedict here in Avon with all of your flooring needs. And joining us, we have Mandy Benedict, one of the owners here. Mandy, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming into the store today.
It is such a beautiful store and a beautiful space here, but we're starting with the wood flooring here. What have we got?
So we have a huge array of every species that you could like, the things that are going to be most durable in the mountain environment, the different finishes, the different colors, widths, patterns, just about anything that you're looking for, and things that will actually work in our mountain environment as well.
Yeah, very, very important when you're getting that flooring here. So obviously Rugs Benedict, but it's so much more. We have the wood here, so many different types, right? Can you tell us how many kinds and what offerings you have?
Yes, so we have a lot of engineered options which perform really, really well in the mountain environment. Think of engineering a bridge that you're going to create more stability, and because it's so dry here, you need to take into account like how the wood will perform. So we specialize in things that are going to perform really well in the mountains.
Awesome, awesome. And with such 70 people on staff about, all professionals, sometimes it's almost just as important as the installation as it is getting the wood, right?
It is. We have incredible craftsmen. They're masters at installation and humidity and really just pulling everything together to make your job look perfect and stand the test of time.
I love that. And we have so much more behind. Let's go take a look at some of these other ones, right? Yeah. And on the floor here.
We have a ton of display floors so you can imagine what it would look like in your actual space, as well as a lot of sample boards that you can check out and look at in your home as well.
Okay.
So one of the things that we kind of pride ourselves on is having unique options. So if you really want to feature an area of your home and create some uniqueness, we have all the options of parquets and herringbones and just some really interesting styles.
Awesome, awesome. What else do people need to know about wood flooring here at Rugs Benedict?
I would say the greatest thing is our flooring design team will walk you through the entire process. The thing that I hear is people walk out the store all the time, they go, wow, that was so easy. I was not expecting that to be such an easy process. So really, if you come in, we'll take care of supporting you from A to Z, everything that you need.
Yeah, so come on in, check out Rugs Benedict here in Avon. Much more than rugs, it's all the flooring needs you have. So come on down, check out Rugs Benedict.
Good morning, Vail.
The Eagle County Sheriff's Department came into the studio to give us some great information about National Night Out and everything that it entails and how you can become a community member with this great event and activity. Let's hear what he has to say.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Always lots of great activities and events taking place here in our beautiful valley, and one of them that is near and dear to the locals' hearts is National Night Out, an opportunity to get out, meet law enforcement, meet those first responders, but also meet your neighbors. I've got here on the couch with me Sheriff Van Beek. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Well, it's great to have you. Let's talk a little bit about National Night Out, how it impacts our community.
Well, this is going to be the 41st, and it is exactly that. It's national. So cities and counties across the entire United States on Tuesday night are going to be out there, and it's to promote the idea of getting your neighbors together and everyone getting to know each other. And it's also a great opportunity for law enforcement and first responders in general and other community partners and so on to get out there and meet their community that they're in, because we're also part of all the big community, and be neighborly and on a positive note. And so we're extremely excited. We've got 4 events coming up for the Sheriff's Office next Tuesday. So it's real exciting. We're going to be doing it in Minturn up at the Little Beach Park.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing ours also in Edwards at the
Freedom Park.
Thank you.
Yeah, Freedom Park.
Suddenly pulled a mind blank on the name there. It's like, I know exactly where I'm going. We're also doing one down at Gypsum at Lundgren Field.
Okay.
And then the other one we're doing over in Basalt. So it's real exciting. Lots of live music at most of the events. We have bouncy castles. We've got our community partners coming out. Vail Health is going to be one of the ones that's going to be coming out to, I think it's Edwards. We've got Air Medical or Air Life coming out to the Edwards one, weather permitting.
Yeah.
We've also got hats that's supposed to be out at the Gypsum event as well. Again, weather permitting.
Yeah.
We've got, but all our EMS firefighting crews from throughout the entire valley are all going to be there, and we're going to be mingling together, and kids get a chance to come see all of our equipment, come meet us. We're going to be having some food and beverage also that we're serving up. And, Coca-Cola is a great sponsor of ours, and they donate. Mountain Beverage is also a local company here that's also going to be donating a whole bunch of the stuff, and we're going to be cooking hot dogs. So I'll be out there cooking hot dogs down in Gypsum.
Nice.
And we're going to keep cooking them until they're gone.
It sounds like a great event. I tell you, I enjoy it every year because, again, you get out and we're such a small community, but everybody's got so many things going on. A lot of times you don't see your neighbors till an event like this, and it's like, oh, how's your summer going? Because everybody's going their different directions.
Oh, it is, and we get it. Everyone's got a crazy schedule, but this is a great way to everyone to kind of get out. Great weather. Looks like the weather's going to be hopefully decent. It's the one time that I would sit there and say, I hope we don't get rain, because we've had it rained a few times. But no, it's always a great event, and to be able to just, on a positive side, interact with the community, touch base with them, and just have a great conversation, and seeing the kids smile and run and be able to play, and just the whole community getting together and saying, this is what the neighborhood's about, this is what the community is about.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we were talking about before we went on air how lucky we are here in the community, because there is that strong bond between the locals and law enforcement and first responders. A lot of communities don't have that. So this is an opportunity for them to maybe extend an olive branch or show them what they're about, and kind of be authentic to the community.
100%. 100%. And like I said, and my folks are out there on a day-to-day basis, and they're out there. But a lot of times, the only time people actually interact with us is when something bad has happened or they're getting pulled over. And it's kind of a lot of people view that as a negative. And there's so much more that goes on behind that. And the whole prevention and working with the community, because my guys live right here also. And all the first responders live right, the majority of them live right here in the community. And so we're all part of it. And they have their families, and so this is just a way to really kind of promote that and strengthen that bond, because we are truly blessed here in the valley. It's we got great community support, we got great families, and everybody just kind of comes together, and this community is proven so resilient, and over again something happens, the entire community comes together.
Yeah.
And this is just one way to sit there and say, nothing's happened. This is just a good thing. Let's get together and let's celebrate, and let's be neighbors.
Yeah, and it's nice too. I mean, your team is out there, they're doing their jobs, whether they are pulling you over or doing events like this. I mean, unfortunately, we see on the highway sometimes some sorrow reminders of people not abiding by the law, and accidents do happen. But it would be so much more if your team and law enforcement was not out there, just kind of giving us gentle reminders, being present to keep things where they need to be.
Yep. Well, that's what we're about, and like I said, we're trying to keep the community safe, and that's our goal, is keep the community safe. And we want this to be the greatest place, which it is, in our opinion. It's the greatest place to ever be, and to live. It's tough sometimes, we get it, but at the same time, we have to be able to do that. And so again, yeah, there is that part of it, and we focus on the education and the reason why, and we try to be positive and try to make every interaction as positive as possible, but that's not always the case.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that is we're also human, and we also like to be out there, and we like to have these barbecues, and we like to be able to touch, and that's the most exciting. My guys get really fired up about coming out to these events and so on, and just be able to meet the community on a personal level.
Yeah.
And to get to know us on a personal level, and that's what it's really about, and your neighbors.
Right.
Again, because like you talked about, it's like we're all so busy and that type of deal. It's like I've lived in neighborhoods where I was one of the few that knew everybody in the neighborhood, and everyone else was like, well, I know 2 other houses on this block, and so we used to organize getting together for everyone to get to know each other, and all of a sudden it's that old time feeling of, hey, the whole neighborhood's together again, and it's so much better.
Yeah,
so we're excited.
It's camaraderie, it's community, everything built into one, and this is an event that kind of brings everybody together and reinforces that fun family atmosphere.
Yep. So, and if anybody wants to, because it's a lot of information real quick, but they can actually go to the Sheriff's Office website, and we have a couple press releases up there, and they can also go to see us on Facebook, and we've got every location, the times. It's going from 5 to 8 on Tuesday.
Yep.
So it's, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing everybody out there, and we want to see the biggest crowds that we've ever had. And again, we'll be serving food, drinks, and until we're out. So.
Perfect. Well, Sheriff, thank you so much for coming in, letting us know about this event. And as a community, let's get out there and support this. This is a rare opportunity for all of us to come together, embrace our law enforcement and first responders, and have a great time. Tuesday, August 6th from 5 to 8. Sheriff Van Beek's going to be out there flipping burgers and hot dogs. Get out there, have a hot dog, have a cold Coke, and meet your neighbors. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good Morning Vail.
Join host Madison Brown as she visits with guests ranging from country star Toby Keith to magician Tommy Wynn. Explores the kitchen from cake decorating to cooking Hawaiian style, all while exploring unique locations across the country. Check your local listings and tune in.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake. It's fake.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day, because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day weekdays.
Good morning, Vail.
Up in Beaver Creek, there's a beautiful art fest taking place, and it's really important that you make your way up there and you spend some time with all of the incredible artists. Well, St. Anthony Gallery has one of those. Her name is Britton, and she does such a wonderful job with her paintings, the intentions, the love that she puts behind all of them. We're going to introduce her to you right now. The place to be this weekend is the St. Anthony Gallery up in Beaver Creek as the Arts Festival is taking place, and we're joined by one of their incredible artists, Britton. Britton, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Yeah, thanks for being here in my studio with me. This is fun.
This is a very unique opportunity because not many people get to be welcomed into your artistic studio where you create all of your beautiful pieces. Now you've got a gorgeous piece right behind you right now. And so as people are making their way up to Beaver Creek, let's talk about a little bit of your artist process, because your work is so different than the other artists that we'll see at the St. Anthony Gallery.
Okay, well, I usually start with a water base, and then I kind of let that work its way around the canvas organically. I'm laying flat at that point. I've got a table back there that's behind this easel that I work on, and then that dries and I apply an adhesive, and I use gold, silver, and copper leaf at that point. Kind of like a mosaic, I just place it in certain spots. And then the oil and resin happens here on the easel, pretty much more like a typical artist. As you can see, I've got my brushes and the oil paints and all that. And that's the final layer. Well, the varnish is actually the final layer to seal it all together. But this is when it comes together as the pieces that you know and love by me.
Which is so incredible. And the use of the gold, silver, and copper leaf, I didn't know that you just sporadically placed them as you were kind of bringing the canvas together after that water base, which then makes your pieces so much more unique because as you're creating, you just let everything kind of flow through you.
Yes, yes. And I really feel like the gold, silver, and copper, that metallic layer, adds such a nice reflective quality to the work, and it allows kind of a window that you can see through the water base into the water base layer, and then I can build on top of it with the oils. So there's more dimension in the pieces because of that layer of metallics. And they reflect light so beautifully, and that I love that.
I love that they reflect the light so beautifully because it changes the depth and it changes the dimension of the piece based on where the light is coming from. So a direct source of light illuminates that painting and it looks so beautiful, but then when you take the lights down, or maybe you see that sunlight or that moonlight passing over it, it totally changes the way that the painting feels and looks.
Yeah, I think natural light is actually where the paintings look the best.
I
'Cause they
agree
can
with
change
you.
throughout the day.
Yeah, well, and then you just get a new painting to look at as the sun and the moon move across, and that way it is ever changing, ever evolving, and it really goes with that concept of time that you and I had the opportunity to chat about last time we spoke. And so let's touch on that.
You want to talk about my clouds?
I want to talk about your clouds. There's a cloud painting up and over your shoulder right now. I think it's
Yeah, there's another one over there. They're
that
everywhere.
I think we should talk about the clouds.
Okay. Well, I've been inspired by the sky. I guess I've been waiting for my first grandchild to be born. Any day she's coming, my granddaughter. My daughter's birthday is actually today, and she is due right now. So, imminent arrival. And I've been spending a lot of time just contemplating the passage of time and how quickly time flies when I'm looking in the past, like thinking about how quickly my daughter has grown up and now is actually having a child of her own, and just contemplating life, I think the sky and clouds are such a beautiful representation of how everything changes constantly, and just that natural process of life evolving. So that's been my inspiration lately. I've been doing a lot of clouds and a lot of light through the clouds, a lot of changing clouds. And like we talked about, the reflective quality, I love that the clouds can change throughout the day with different lights.
And your use of paint and color is so unique because as you shine that light on it, it will illuminate. It will look like the sun is finally making its way through those clouds and you can see it in certain lights. But then on the use of colors that you do, if you turn the lights down, because of the shades, it'll get dark and almost look like there's a storm brewing, or maybe the storm is just finally breaking with your pieces.
Right. Yeah, that's the contrast, and I think that's actually a really important part of creating light, is to create the contrast, and that's important in life too, just realizing that there's the balance.
And then of course you do these incredible floral pieces that really bring the canvases to life, as you can see the movement of the petals and the way the light reflects in certain areas. And so let's talk a little bit about your inspiration with the flowers.
Well, the flowers have always been my thing. I mean, I've just always had this love for flowers ever since a child. I've had this relationship with them. I've always talked to them. I'm just, completely inspired by the shape of a petal and how the light reflects on a petal and the translucency of a petal, and how a flower can adjust to capture the light, and I don't know, the whole organic process of flowers, growing and evolving is, I think I've kind of developed this philosophy that's a lot like me and my personal growth, where, a bud will become a bloom, and the different stages of life into, full bloom. So, yeah, flowers have been my thing for a long time.
Well, and you're a very light person. Anyone who's had the opportunity to be around you, the essence that you fill the room with is light and love. And so then having that moment, and then almost that translucency with your transparency that you put into your paintings with your intentions, I think it represents you perfectly, the florals.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, as people are making their way up to see Anthony Gallery for the art festival and having the opportunity to look at your painting, all of your paintings, not just one of them, what is something that you hope that they feel as they're kind of diving into your artwork?
I don't have a statement about, how I want people to feel. I don't want to control that. If anything, I want to offer the freedom to feel it, completely on your own from a soul level, without any external influence or reflection. I feel like it's a personal experience when you really connect with a piece of art. And that's the only intention I have, is that it's an offering, I guess, for that experience, and whatever comes from it is the gift.
Which I think is so amazing, and it's always so fascinating to hear what people have to say about your work. Britton, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all of this great information, and thank you for being one of those incredible artists that spreads your love throughout your pieces.
Yes, enjoy the art festival. So fun.
Yes, it is. Make sure that you make your way up to Beaver Creek. That way you can enjoy incredible artists like Britton at the St. Anthony Gallery, because it's going to be a wonderful place to be this weekend. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned. We want to thank you so much for tuning into your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here all week long to give you all of this great community information and keep you in the know before you go, introduce you to great artists, introduce you to some new amenities over at the Eagle Vail Library District here in Avon, and always so much more. So make sure that you tune in every morning. We're live from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. and we enjoy getting to be here for you 365 days a year. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for another great edition of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all.